Community campfire. Working out in the morning.
5 o'clock gym goer. Some of the things that I do worked for me. When I started I set 3 alarms, one on the other side of the room so I physically have to get up. After a while I would beat the alarms. I have a standing gym bag and replenish it the night before a gym session. I shower and dress at the gym before going to work. So this includes my toiletries and workwear for the day. I have a planned schedule for my day. Not quite Wildbird levels, but the rigidity and routine really help me. I am that colleague who has worked out and is in the office before you've woken up, and I wear it like a badge of honor. If I know I am going to struggle to get up the next morning, I will go to sleep in my gym kit. As a bonus, it also means you don't have to change into cold gym clothes in winter. I have microfiber quick dry towels I bought specifically for the purpose of bringing to the gym. I meal prep my breakfasts, and most of my food really, on a Sunday, so I can eat as soon as I get to work. And finally, I once went to my commercial, 24-hour, city center gym in rush hour. Never again. It was like a zoo. Early mornings for life. If you're not a morning person, working out in the morning sucks. It just does. Learn to accept this, to accommodate the suck, and allow it to become the new normal. Discipline will not save you here. It's all about desire and want and long-term thinking. Most of my morning workout career has been in the form of running. I don't have any tips or tricks, pro tips or life hacks. You just get up, get dressed, and go. It sucks, but you do it, because you want it more than it sucks. That's the key, really. All there is to it. You need to want it more than it sucks. Nothing is going to get you going if you can't do that, especially in the long run. But not once have I ever finished a run and thought, gee whiz, I wish I had stayed in bed. Quite the contrary. Sunrises are a nice bonus and you don't spend the rest of your day dreading the intervals you've got planned. With winter approaching and my annual tradition to resolve this is the year I run through the winter, I have decided to do the unfathomable and to lift in the morning, and run over lunch. Just as I suspected, it sucks. But I want it more than it sucks. So I turn off the alarm, get dressed, and go do it. The only way this works for me is that I now have a home gym. I wouldn't be driving to lift anywhere at 6 a.m. So, I guess that's a life hack. Get a home gym. Again, lifting in morning sucks. It takes longer to get warmed up. I'm moving slower in general, and I've had to lower training maxes. But I'm getting it done, because I want it more than it sucks. I mean, I get it. Sleeping is the best thing in the world, especially when you're warm and cozy in bed and it's still dark out. But you just need to want those long-term goals more than the short-term, almost non-benefit of sleeping in another hour. Want it. Don't wish or hope or pine for it. Make the decision to actually do it and then actually do it. I started working out in the morning for the first time in my life 6 weeks ago. The motivation for me to actually get out of bed and do it comes from knowing I have my evenings free. I freaking love my evenings to chill after work. I need them even. I've always gone to the gym in the past, for 3 6-month bouts on and off for years in the evenings, with varying degrees of frick-arounditis and poor bro splits, I might add, while I usually stuck to it pretty well, because I can become easily obsessed with these things. I was always bothered about getting home at like 8-9 p.m. and having almost no time to chill. Another issue I had was I'd always pick the absolute cheapest gym at the expense of convenience. So I'd spend more time and effort getting to and from the gym just to save a bit of cash. This time around I joined a gym right next to my train station, so when I get out I walk to work. It's about double the price I've paid in the past, but knowing I can get there and get my workout in, knowing I have a short 15-minute walk to work after and also have all my evenings free really helps motivate me in getting out of bed. It's actually also helped me, nutrition-wise as well, because I have a smoothie with fruit, yogurt, oats and protein before I leave the house in the morning, which means I'm hungry as soon as I get to work, so I have a big bowl of oatmeal in work, then a slightly later lunch. Just getting up earlier and working out has made it a lot easier for me to get that extra meal in and hit my calorie goals. Basically, I think just focusing on the benefits of having all my free time in the evenings to commit atrocities in Red Dead Redemption 2 and have more time to eat more helps mitigate the literal atrocity of having to wake up at 5:30 a.m.
While I normally work out at night, on weekdays, I do morning workouts on the weekends. I'm usually up anyway, and might as well get my workouts out of the way. In general, I find that I need a little bit longer to warm up, especially since the weather has gotten colder. Nowadays, I actually go through all of Limber 11, lower body and simple 6, upper body before my workouts, plus an extra warm-up set with a really light weight. Compare this to weekdays, where I just stretch out my hips, roll out my legs, and then hop under a bar. This is also the only time I really take pre-workout, usually as I'm warming up. I realize that the main ingredient is the caffeine, but it's relatively inexpensive. A $40 has lasted me since spring with my sparing use, and makes me feel like I can lift more. In terms of eating before workouts, the most I'll have is some fruit, and generally not that much. I find eating my normal breakfast, oats, eggs, fruits, and Greek yogurt, makes me feel bloated and terrible during the workout. I save that stuff for my post-workout meal. Workouts also take longer too, not just because of my longer warm-up. Whereas I'm normally done in less than 1.5 hours, some morning workouts take a bit over 2 hours. I used to be an evening, 8 p.m. gym goer and am now a religious 5 a.m. gym goer. I was convinced my performance was shit in the morning. It was, and I'd never get used to it. What worked for me? Sunrise simulation lamp. No other tips or tricks. The thing wakes me up gently. I have energy first thing, and feel genuinely awake. I can't imagine waking up to a blaring alarm. For years my husband did, and I'd just roll over and go back to bed while he went for his run. This thing though is a game changer and is single-handedly the biggest catalyst to my morning routine. Embrace the suck. Do what you gotta do. Shoot back those espressos. Embrace it's 5 a.m. Don't lie to yourself, but remind yourself of the good that comes out of it. Plus side to this, you'll hit PRs really quick as you'll struggle to figure out if the weight is heavy or if you are just that tired. Which leads me to point 3. Psyching yourself up about what you're doing the next morning. Do one thing you really enjoy every day at the gym and it'll be a lot easier. Go to bed at a respectable hour and get your 8 hours. I go to bed at 8 p.m. Let's not kid ourselves. That's old person sleep time. But like embracing the suck, I prioritize going to the gym at 5 a.m. Get your sleep. It's important. Last, get some quick carbs in before you work out. I usually wake up and slam back a chocolate chip cookie. Is it the best option? Nope. But it's 4:30 a.m. and I need some sugar, and I like the treat because it rewards my getting up at the hour I do. The cookie is also the perfect amount of energy for my workout. I get energy and to enjoy a cookie and lift weights. I can get behind those 3 things. Morning workout person here. Wasn't always such, but unless I go in the morning, lifting or cardio, I've found that the likelihood of not going at all increases exponentially for numerous reasons. Plus, I like having mornings to putz a little. Biggest game changer, sleep. I can wake up at 5:30 after shit sleep, for a few days, then it crashes. It's much more sustainable and I feel way better if I'm in bed by 11 for 6+ hours of sleep, more if possible. Somehow it took me an alarmingly long time to figure this out. Next, have your routine ready to go. If you have to do things before you step out the door, know what they are and don't get distracted. For example, make coffee, walk feed dog, get gym bag, check for wallet keys phone, gtfo. Don't get distracted. I've lost a lot of morning workouts though. I'll just check my email now. Just a quick look at Facebook while I have my coffee, and then before you know it an hour's gone by. Know your workout plan. If you're lifting, have your sets reps ready to go so that you don't have to think about it. Running, have your workout loaded in your watch, phone, whatever. Cycling, load your route the night before. Don't waste time fricking around with setting it up in the morning or worse, playing around building a route at 5:30 a.m. when presumably you have things to do afterward. Have a plan. Sounds stupid, and is a prerequisite to the previous bullet point, but make sure you're not doing shit like HRM. Maybe I'll run today or I haven't been to the gym in a while. Maybe I'll do that. Know that MWF are your lift days. Tuesday you're doing 3x 1 mile intervals at 8 o'clock me pace. Saturday is your long ride and it's 50 miles this week. Again, This might sound obvious and dumb, but a surprising number of people just kind of wing it, which is bad to begin with and worse when you're wasting valuable time trying to figure out what that is today. Prep, have your stuff ready to go. Sleep in your togs or have your gym bag packed and ready at the door. Charge your phone, and then mute it until the alarm so nothing wakes you up, or your GPS watch or whatever other gadgets you need. Check the weather for the next day so rain, snow, whatever don't throw a wrench in your plans. Seriously, sleep. Go the frick to bed. Turn off Netflix, Reddit, whatever else you're doing when it's bedtime. Don't procrastinate because you're a grown-up and you don't need no stinking bedtime. Try cutting out caffeine at night. I switched to non-caffeinated beverages after dinner. Cut down on booze or save it for nights before rest days. You'll be blessed with big calves if you subscribe to Gymhumourofficial.